Dania Darius of Twitch, who we had up until last Wednesday, I presume, because I've been away for the weekend, doing that heavy weekend rotation for work. Running late today because of work and because life and traffic happened. And here we are. So are you all 12 minutes? We have to take down a portion of the last video. We had to remove some copyrighted material. It seems that Square Enix has a music company who is producing and selling their soundtrack for them. And so the cutscene that we do, so basically from now on, every time we have a cutscene or go into a major dungeon, we're not going to have original music. We're going to be using music from YouTube during those times in hope of avoiding copyright infringement, because let's not do that. So we're going to be using the no copyright sounds from YouTube, and today we'll be on and off using the abandoned info noise and medium. See You at the End, featuring Brenton Mathis, NCS release. Can be found on YouTube. With that said, let's get into this today. Let's see, what are we doing today? We need to go there. Okay, that was hard. Let's have a map look of where we're headed. Alrighty then, we are headed not that far away. Yay. So we're going to go see this guy. I thought. Alright, where is this? Limson Envoy. So I'm assuming we need to go to the shipyard. Nope, wrong guy. Nope, not using that guy. We need an actual elevator to the airship landing. It is time. We should also get dressed up for travel because, you know, people in the olden days used to, at least when they took off, would get dressed up to go about their, you know, journeys by starting out by getting dressed. Because, hey, why not? So here we are, we have Dania. And we're going to add this as her dress-up clothes because we're going to shindig. Oh, no. No. We're going to name this because we should. We'll just call it the Elysian O for short. Why not? Or outfit. There we go. Now we can do this automatically without having to, you know, do that. And with her Elysian wear out here. Bam. So, part of my reason for being late is, I wanted to eat food because, I don't play well when I'm peckish. Unfortunately, I have an audience of a cat here. Mr. Pooks is circling me for sushi. Not that she'll eat spicy sushi. Nope, not where we need to go. We are naughty. Oh, we need to speak with that guy. Okay, my bad. Just cozy on down to the drowning wench and get her done. On the copyright end, we're lucky enough that we do not have to worry about copyright infringement for the 3 city-states as of yet, that I know of. So for that, we are good. I haven't received any notices about that. So Mr. Pooks was originally named after... Oh no, hold on here. This will be fun. And we'll discuss the reason why it was important for Denia to actually have her, you know, have her nice girl clothes on for the next few cutscenes. Because we will be doing 3 cutscenes. Hopefully before we go, we'll grab a quest that's here in Limsa, because it can be done while we're over there. We're also going to do some sightseeing, maybe at breakneck running speeds, of course. Available. Hating me. No, this quest is not available yet. Dang it. I really wanted to get it over with. We probably should get those clothes. Choices are level 20. They're really nice, but I really want that ring. Let's go ahead and take a side. Let's go do a side. Yeah, do this side thing. So as you try each and every new class, this one will give us DPS change. Really? Really? Oh, fine. Hopefully I won't notice any new music because that would suck. While we wait on that guy, we'll shut down the background music real quick. Should have done that before. There we go. As much as I would like to hurry this guy along, it is not doable. So, this is one of the things that I really suck at, is avoidance. I generally take a lot of damage to it. And then other times, like when playing certain classes, like the Black Mage, you have to determine when when avoidance is, it's better to finish casting versus getting out of the way. Which was one of the reasons why I chose the Arcanist classes, so that in the next expansion, Stormbringers, it would be possible to get through a story quest much easier. Because you cannot stand still during this one particular thing. And I'm sure some highfalutin power, you know, gamer could do it. I'm absolutely sure they did. But I'm not that person. I'm somewhere in between, you know, power leveling or doing the game at the top of the top. I only care about top level gear when we get a new expansion. It just makes getting things easy. So this is a no combat kind of situation. I literally have tried to beat this guy, you know, just for giggles. So you just need to actually stay out of the way of the area of effect. See, he's just gonna follow me around. I've literally dodged this guy to death once. Alright, there we go. Then it'll get even more interesting. That lady there is not targetable. She's a sidekick. And now she's gonna get in on it. This is really just to ensure that new players, and some old ones learn important things. The thing is, this is actually really, really slow compared to certain dungeons, like after 50 or at 45. And things like that. I am doing everything in my power to get out of the way. That got me. If you stand there too long, you will get hit. So we have 6 seconds of being taken down, which is good, you know, in the real sense. But in the actual dungeon, getting away is sometimes almost impossible. Or these things don't happen so slow, they're very fast. They get faster with each, you know, story quest dungeon. So, see. We're gonna speed through these later on. And when we do this, when we do the next quest for this stuff, we will, so you'll see you get handy things. We'll put all this stuff on when it's over. You have the option of having quested items immediately put into your armory inventory, and that's nice. But when you already have, like, you know, green gear or pink gear out of a dungeon, or crafted a high quality, or bought a high quality that's better, new stuff should it's easier to just put your new stuff not in your armory chest where it can take up space. Game gonna let me skip this? Not yet, no. So, now, since we've already seen all this before, Mr. Pooks, once upon a time, still is, was a cat sorcerer that I rolled up in a D&D game I have with my husband and our friends and my cousin. And I just happened to have found a cat, and, you know, because my other cat had passed, and I needed a name for her, and I've always liked the name Pooks, but I wanted to do something different, and at that point I had Mr. Pooks, the wizard cat / familiar / oracle, future god, a future immortal of pranks and chaos, who didn't know that he was the pet cat of said person, or being, as it should be said. And yes, there have been times where the somatic of this poor little cat casting noxious fumes was farting. I did do that. That totally happened. And it was just really awesome. And I named my girl cat Mr. Pooks, and the relaxation of details. And it drives my husband crazy though. But he's as cranky as the cat that as the character I came up with. The only difference, she doesn't wear a little collar that, you know, accesses the internet. because, you know, hey, it's a smart cat, but he's still walking on all fours. Let's not do that anamorphic stuff. I mean, he's got some cute tricks because of what he is, but that's the best one. And I'm being lazy, but in general, you would literally be moving around, avoiding any and all area respect or special abilities that this guy would have. So I don't think we'll actually get any actual items this time. But when we do the final fight, we're gonna get a ring that's plus something percent. I stand corrected. You can actually, to be honest, you can start this at like level 50. But we were busy, remember? We were off doing stuff in the you know, the other days. Oh, I can't wait till we can start this. I usually would go do something, grab a drink or something. Alright, let's see. Yay, we can talk to him. Yeah, we can be in this. Real quick. Bam. The healer one is fun too. Really good to actually stand where you have a really good view. Alright, there we go. Yeah, that's the one. Very nice, very Aorcian set of items. There's no getting out of that. As a caster, unless you wanted to actually practice your healing, doing the healer one won't be necessary because you will already have the this equipment. I mean, unless you're going to be doing, like, say, a physical DPS, then you're going to want to go in there and get that equipment as soon as you turn level 15. I mean, when you're doing multiple professions, it's really, you just have to wait till you're 15 to go do it. But I really enjoy the visible look of the tank gear until you can get Iron Scale Mill. Okay, it looks like we're going to be doing a little bit of everything. Piece of cake. Except for the part where my cat, Mr. Pooks, is trying to get me to give her sushi fish. So even though we have all this other gear, it's still better than the gear we were wearing. And we're getting ready to start doing dungeons, so it's actually not bad for us to stop and get this. Should have 2 more of these to do, maybe 3. And then we'll be ready to head out and start doing those dungeons. After a few things, of course. Ready to go? This particular class, reinforcements are actually really easy once you put your damage over time down on the tank. First target. put the pet on it. And then to time our cat. We don't have the gear to actually deal with it. Issue resolved. Keep doing damage to him in our spare time. Damage to that. Technically, we should probably ignore her for now. She's going right. Exorbitantly a high amount of hit points, as does most main bosses or tank abilitied creatures, of which there are plenty. Alright. See what's in it for us. Do we get anything, or are we just gonna get money? We're just getting money, okay. Be like that. Have a look at Dania. He's got everything except for the shirt and the ring. The ring will be great because it will give us stats and it will give us extra experience, which, the way things are going, it will be very necessary. That's some music.
Around your soul with no control.
So, we'll go back to regular background music when we can, and when we can't, we're just not doing it. I still don't have the list of sounds and where they come from so that we can actually avoid copyright issues. But we will have some music. It may not be the background music of choice. I really wanted that, but at times it's going to be a matter of maintaining, you know, not being a problem child. Trouble with being whacked unless the tank or fighter has does not have their aggro drawing stance on. If they don't have their stance, you're going to get banged in the face every time. Actually, you probably won't, because the hero will get it first. There's nothing more fun than some dude who's like level 50 doing their daily, and they wind up in a level 15 dungeon, which is the first one you get. And his gear is so good that he has to withhold the amount of damage that they do, otherwise the tank will lose aggro. Will lose the aggression of the enemy. Alright, this last one will be fun. Alright, let's put on let's put our last clothing item on, which is better than what we were wearing. Let's secure it. Look at that, it's got everything you need. You got your bag, you got your clothing, you whacked in the knuckles, you got your knuckles protected. It's not a bad outfit. And now let's hit the jewelry, man. That's what every girl wants. Especially these adventure babes. Because jewelry that increases experience is not anything to sneeze at. We already snuck off and got our earring. This here is right outside of airport, it looks like. And what we're doing here is that we are going to bring it all together and do what we gotta do. We're waiting for the wonderful dude to finish talking and for the setup.
On this journey we will find our souls begin to intertwine. Your heart of gold so pure, divine, and
Alright, I think he's ready.
Lost myself within the fire, breaking free from my desire.
I can't quite remember if the our tank will actively be able to withstand, you know, be able to keep aggro. Okay, that's actually really important. Okay, no, I don't have to be that close. So let's see it here. Nope. Focus group, got it. last but not least, poor Gubu. So peaceful and natural. Dude, no snot, no snot. Now the funny thing is with a DPS that is caster like this, that you have to remember his head, carbuncle, crit, etc. are all considered as EOT. They do damage over time. Really? Seriously? It did not get out of the way, okay. Hey, and Suno over here, lady. Come on. And there we go. Time to get our prize. Our real prize. Because we can actually use this with anything up to level 30. That baby. That beautiful XP stats. But the stats are good too, so it's possible we'll wear it for a while to get something better. We're talking 30 or 40 here. This is a nice raid. So much for you. Good as the Shadowbringers. Stormbringer equipment. See that? Look at that beautiful baby. Gives you the max you can have for your level. This is kind of static, but it's not a bad thing. So we are now going to be getting XP hand over fist. It'll be the stuff. Alright, about that trip. We are going to go on a trip. Yeah, that's right, we're going on a trip. And this outfit would actually look good too if we went. So maybe we'll change outfits while we're there, okay? We'll change outfits for each one. Remember, we're not doing this to be fast, we're just doing this to, you know, totally enjoy this stuff, you know? I mean, 2 hours a day. How hard can that be? Hard. Because there are days where I just wanted to play her over the weekend, but she is for y'all. Yeah, it's so personal, you know, your name into everything, you know. When they treat you like, you know, military. And here we go. We're almost there. So we're gonna go ahead and board this airship. Cut the music off. Oh, cut the music off. So. You are now authorized to travel by airship. The awesome picture. Don't know about that Lalafell smile there though. Lalafells have creepy little smiles. So if you ever wake up in the morning and you smile into the mirror and you look like you got a Lalafell smile going on, I recommend some coffee or breakfast. Yeah, you can hear the level of the sound of the machinery involved. I'm thinking those bladders are full of helium or something. See, this is why you have to dress up before you know, take off. because, you know, people come to see you off. Isn't that nice? I played a few games out there where the graphics, as their new graphics come out in cards, and the graphics change. If anyone's ever played Final Fantasy IV, they would recognize this technology, well, for the most part.
It has been 15 years, but the bitter taste of defeat lingers still. 15 years since the Imperial fleet set course for Mordona, led by the Egrios, mightiest of all vessels. Silver Till Lake lay ripe for the taking, and all of Eorzea would soon be ours. Or so we believed. But an innumerable host of dragons met us that day, at the heart of which flew the great Midgard Zormer. Though we succeeded in slaying that lord among worms, the dread serpent's defeat was bought at too high a price. Our invincible flagship was lost, and all hope of victory with her. So ended our glorious conquest. Eorzea, a blighted realm, riddled with false gods. Twice now it has eluded the Empire's grasp. For all the destruction it wrought, even Meteor, the great sin, failed to yield us control over it. And for this failure, the realm has sunk deeper into depravity. It is twisted beyond all reckoning, rotten nigh to the core. Yet it must be saved. Only Garlean rule can bring order to Eorzea. It falls to us to deliver the misguided masses from their ignorance.
We are of one mind, Lord Van Balzar.
Senior engineers, please report to Magitech Research following scheduled inspection.
Hey, is the Legatus really planning to take another tilt at Eorzea?
Hey? What hole have you been hiding in? We're in the midst of preparing for a new campaign, and a huge one at that.
But I thought the Emperor had given up the Western lands for lost after Cartano. What could the Legatus possibly hope to gain by acting alone?
I sense you harbor certain doubts over the wisdom of the Legatus's plan.
My lord!
Please, call me Nero. Tell me, where were you born?
Othard, my lord.
Al amigo, my lord.
Ah, codename Hummingway, I presume?
I don't know what you...
Silence. Your denials will not change your fate. I assure you, Frumentarium sees all.
Well, that's one good
Clean
use
up
of a
this
nice,
mess,
fine gun blade.
and do not miss any, or I shall be most displeased. At once, my lord.
Garland. Soon you will be made to know the true power of Magitech.
We have arrived. This is a really gorgeous place. Since they've allowed flying mounts. Sorry about that guy. In A Realm Reborn, you can actually see this from outside the bounds, which you cannot walk into because, you know, it binds you in. The mounts actually allow you to do otherwise. Oh, that was a surprise. Oh, there we go. We can get into all kinds of trouble now. Yes, of course. All kinds. You'll notice that there's a level 15 quest out here somewhere. That's it. Level 14. There's a counterpart to the dude in the Drowning Wench. But look at that glass. At nighttime it's dark. But from outside it glows with the colors that it is. Gonna start running soon. Don't be surprised. Okay, so we get a free one. And that's okay, we're good. there's no point in not snagging stuff. So the stylus, one of the unlocks is here, but we don't get to do that yet. So we'll just bind it here, do that. Blam. I always like that red and white outfit. So, just like in Limsa, the level 1 hero for Gridania, new and old Gridania, would be moved around the city pretty much the same way. We're just gonna get this out of the way on our way to our destination. If possible, we won't finish, but that's the last one here in New Gridania, in Gridania proper. The rest of them are, I believe, are in the old city. Yeah, pretty much in the old city. We will eventually go back over there. But it's not a high priority quest. The Hawker's Alley here, basically it's the Gridania market. Hopefully. You got level 20. What you got? Oh, originally, you did not get access to everything here. You could only get certain levels in every area, which is nice. It was a real wicked to try to remember where everything was. But during Stormblood, Stormblood, they changed all that. You can now buy everything everywhere, which is really nice. There we have a Guild Company chest. Available everywhere. There is a city near you. City-state, I should say. So we're gonna go do a circuit and come back. We're gonna go up here and grab that. Because why not? It's kind of quiet around here during the daytime. But due to the influx of new players, still gotta wait in the queue for a little bit. The first place we went to get done was the Archers Guild. Archers eventually turned into bards, and bards get musical instruments, and if you like playing musical instruments and actually play something, then bards will probably be right up your alley as a person. People who have always enjoyed, you know, being useful would probably be like a healer. Whether you're good at it or not is not the point. Well, I guess it sort of is, if you are like me and you can't avoid area of effects. That might be where it's at. Now, in the off chance that you have any items that you buy off the mob station, and you decide for some odd reason to change your gender, you can get those items swapped out for something of the opposite gender. Where? I have no idea, but I have seen it before. So here, look around. You're gonna notice that if you were level 1, that it would behoove you to do these level 1 quests and turn them in. and you can get a link pearl here. Basically, this is a private channel. We have our male Moogle. This is the theater. Standard general theater. So we have the amphitheater now. We're just gonna do most of the stuff along the way. I'm inherently not a, you know, I see this as a long walk as a character. It's time consuming, but time spent. And this is where you would come to pick up botany, which is extremely useful. Probably pick that up, but we'll do that later. We are going to have a lot of time on our hands, so it'll be easier just to do it later when we have nothing better to do with our time and we're locked out of doing any more dungeons, either because we're locked out of the MSQ because we're not high enough, locked because we're waiting on a dungeon that the main story quest requires of us. It'll work out. We'll have plenty of time to do stuff. We'll have plenty of time to fish, we'll have plenty of time to gather materials to sell or to use. I made quite a bit of money on flax and one of the components of making natron, which is used as bicarbonate soda or baking powder in a few recipes, as well as used to cure cloth and leather and stuff. So mining is actually really beneficial, providing that the new players actually do get into the crafting scene. Then you can actually make money from them. This is the Conjurer's area where you would go into the tree there and learn conjuration. Or pick it up anyway. And boom, we are done. We have gotten the whole city under our control. We are now part of the bus network for Gridania. Which is a lot easier than doing it in Limsa. Oh no, Limsa wasn't too bad. It's Thanalan's Ulda that bothers it. It's really spread out. Alright, I'm taking my hand off here and we are beginning this. That is a very pretty model.
So you are the Laminsan envoy. And an adventurer besides. The realm owes much to you and yours. On behalf of our fair nation, I bid you welcome.
This is a very lovely glade
Please.
that she's in. She's a race I wouldn't mind playing. But they're really short.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Khan-e Senna, Elder Seedseer of Gridania, and leader of the Order of the Twin Adder, our nation's grand company. I understand you bear a message from the Admiral.
That'd be a awesome outfit, necklace and jewelry and headband and staff to have as a conjurer at some point. I would totally pay $18 for it. But a lot of the stuff you can wear in a game, you can make or buy. Or buy off the market board. I just don't see grinding 5 million for an outfit to be, you know, something to do. It would take me days. I love her hair. I think it's a hairstyle we can actually have. Alright, that's good. So, due to the nature of this, we are expected to fly to every place. Roll that way. That was something they added recently too. They added a teleporter to the Sapphire Exchange in Ul'dah, and they added being able to transport right into the airship lobby. I think we can seriously do this for right now. I'll probably forget on a regular basis that this is the... hopefully it will not be cut out of it. out of YouTube, but for Twitch this is fine. But this is the beautiful music of being in the state of Gridania. Flying is usually 120 gil after you do this little endeavor, but also it's understood that you don't really have access to the Aetherites where you're going anyway, so you have no choice but to fly. Fly Delta, or is it Spirit in this case? Stop budget, man. The Senator Delta, yeah, that's right. We're going Delta. Oh yeah, now I remember what I meant to do. We're gonna do that just to ensure that you can enjoy the flight out of, Gridania. Isn't that gorgeous? That was way too quick. Hello and welcome to Limsa. Well, this is not Limsa, but my goodness, we've been in Limsa for too long. We are now officially a globetrotter. Well, globetrotter, yeah, maybe. Trust me, by the time you get to the end of Stormblood, us globetrotting will actually be a serious thing. It will be an actual thing. We are out of here. Blam. And this is the beautiful sound of being in Ul'dah. Oh, I should talk to him instead. The bloody elevator. Okay, it's this way. Look at all this thick sandstone. Considering how warm it is outside, having this much stone between you and the sun, and the thermodynamics being in play, at nighttime it will actually keep everything warm. I forgot. Sucker out. We have Gremlin today. I think so. It's cute and adorable. They literally made getting to this one really, really easy. So what it'll be is we'll do our meeting and then we're gonna, you know, wander around grabbing these things because we do need to get the city-state one or the main Aetherite. That is a really cool place. That is a place you can go. The next level down. We'll worry about that in a little bit. There's signs everywhere, but you gotta make, it's kind of interesting to make them out. You can see all of the classes that are available in each town by, you see the combat ability. This one, it looks like they have gladiators here, and paladins. A lot of them. Looks like the Seed Seer has a lot of, you know, lancers. This dude is the recipient of several different types of, I think he also handles one of the profession quests.
Ah, a guest from Limsa. I thought I smelled stale ale.
That's harsh.
I won't hold it against you. If you're half the warrior Merlvig says, 'tis a wonder you don't reek of dead Sahagin.
Nah, give us time. We'll get that taken care of.
Welcome to the Sultanate of Ul'dah. I am Rauban al-Din, General of the Immortal Flames. But you did not come all this way to trade formalities.
He's a cool dude. It's not like you can get scars like that, but you can get some little, you know, imperfections, you know, when you start or modify your character. Now, what's really interesting about the Garleans is that their technology, one of their technological pieces can be found in Final Fantasy IV. I'll point it out later. That's cold. So anon, shortly or soon. That's a very archaic word. Alright, time to go boogie. Go do stuff. The amount of labor necessary to make clothing of my level, our current level, is not worth the effort. Unless you already have, you know, class. Alright, step this into high gear. Gonna go in here, grab this. This here is the alchemist skill, or yeah, where you would learn alchemy. The general point of the hairstylist quest is actually to get you in here for the first time if you already don't know where it's at. I really like the play of light. They recently nerfed your ability to be online without constraint, but with all the new player, every time they have you know, bunch of people here coming back and clogging up the login, they institute the beloved logout after X amount of time. Alright, give us some stairs. Go find the stairs. We need to go down. All this beautiful carpet. You got a really nice pattern. I've seen those kind of carpets before, they're really interesting. What's that? In there you will learn the fundamentals of weaving and tailoring items, which we are not going to worry about right now. No, we don't want to go down there yet. Alright, we'll go the other way. Nice place. This area looks so much like the Thaumaturge's Guild temple. Thanalan also has the plethora of mining. The really nice thing about this mining tunnel is when you get to a certain area level, you'll have the ability to walk through Thanalan's housing district. So explore everything because you never know. Yeah, it's right here on the map too. But they won't let you go through there until you make a certain level or something. So, and we have the Goldsmith's Guild, which is where you would learn to make jewelry. That is going to be the Gladiators Guild. This town actually has more I think it has more aetherites than the rest of them. We'll look at our map. grab that. My God, for the love of God, I'm gonna fall asleep here. I worked a long time. I worked a lot yesterday, and I ran a bunch of errands. Today I worked a lot longer than normal, and here we are. And welcome to the oldest beautiful market area. The nice thing about these walls is generally during the day it blocks out most of the heat of the day, which is really the point of the thick, heavy walls. And a line. In this area, we have the second to last, or third to last. This is the Adventurers Guild. And we have the Chocobo Keep. I believe the Chocobo Keep here will give you a free pass all the way to Horizon, which is really useful. You spend a lot of time going to Horizon. Hold it. And it's actually fairly cheap, and when you don't have a mount, it actually saves you time, and as a player in the real world, it allows you to go do important real world things like stretch, get something to drink. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild here. It's literally called the Adventurers Guild. And it is busy as heck. Because this is a roleplay rich server, a lot of the reasons that this area is full is that people are doing bar things at the Adventurers Guild. Like the Adventurers Guild, pretty much almost the Adventure Guild of, say, Fairy Tail, if you've seen it. I would kind of hope that some of us have seen Fairy Tail and watch anime. So much anime and so many stories. The male Moogle is this way. He's kind of tucked away in a corner here, easily noticed. The nice thing about male Moogles, they should be in every settlement where there is an Aetheryte. So, you buy anything, or you get Fantasia, or you get some dye because you like metallic dye, then it'll be great. Yeah, we'll save that for some other time. This guy is actually pretty useful. So, this is going to be an unlock, which we can actually, you have to be level 15 to do. So, if you're 15 and you're doing the, you know, the city hopping quests here, or even the quest for the salon guy, the stylist, then this guy, you can pick his quest up. Gold saucer is gaudy, really bright and cheerful, and I don't really consider it a kid's place. It is the Vegas of this world. Yeah, that is it. It is Vegas, baby. If Vegas could be in a game and be fun and lighthearted, this is it. As soon as we go there, we can start playing the lottery. Yep. And the lotto gives you coins that are only usable, and they cannot be cashed in for gil. God knows we would love that, some of us. When you bought everything for one body, you eventually get to the heck are they doing? Hey, are they monks? Yeah. Okay. Wonder what action that is. Okay, moving on. It's totally cool though. The only problem with the logout thing is that just going away from keyboard, if you have this set up to an idle camera, it will circle and basically become a screensaver in the old time way. But also, your HUD disappears. And you get to hear, and if you're in the right place, you get to hear people, you know, just background noise. You know, hear people playing music. And yeah, there may be a macro, but my god, it's beautiful. Some of them are most beautiful, except that one oboe player. There's a gate here to go out. So the gate, I mean, you can, once you get the aetheryte, you'll be able to, you know, go out the gates instead of by just doing that. Hold on, I'm actually checking. That's not what I want. Alright, we do have all of the city-states. We're gonna get this one. And I think this would be it for today. I actually worked longer and a little more tired. My day off won't be until Friday. We're gonna start doing Friday days off. No, I'm not going to play. I might play something else and do a random stream. But Danny is for work days, you know, 2 hours of play or whatever we can take, whatever we can handle, and then blam, that's up. So we only need to go. Okay, we don't need to worry about that right away. We can do that anytime. We're gonna have plenty of time to play with that thing, with that one. I kid you not. And that can be done later. So we're gonna do that one. That's just picking up a dance unlock, which is kind of nice. I think we can dance as it is. We have a basic dance of the... That is the dance of Elysians, it seems. Oh look, we have a advertisement for a full company. One of the reasons that I joined my own full company is because it is in dire need of having enough seals to buy actions. Wow, I wonder when those happened. Those are new. I don't remember buying those, but okay. Probably that proud guy bought them. So I'm gonna take her all the way to the Adventurers Guild. Really need to go here and cap this one, because it'll actually unlock our dungeon. We go home. But wait. Let's get a good view of Sandland, at least the city, as we leave. It is a beautiful view. It is so easy to get distracted in this game. And I love how when they made expansions, the graphics remained... No, I don't want to do that. No. But I don't want to go. Lady, I don't want to go. Really. Alright, we're just gonna teleport. We'll deal with this later. So much for that. spend like a whole hour at the Golden Saucer. Easy. There's so much to do there. There's even stuff I haven't done yet. So we now have a new minion. So we'll go up and close out this quest, main story quest section, and set up for tomorrow. When we start actively starting dungeons, we'll start doing these little side things like, you know, unlocks and other things like that, because we'll have the time. Like I said, we'll have the time for it. It's one of the reasons why I didn't decide to use a tank or a healer, is so that I could ensure that we would have time for things. And that would be one of the things we would have time for. We'd have time to pick up crafting quests, make money, outfit retainers, make them go do stuff for us too when we get the unlock for it. Oh, for the love of God, that's fugly. We're taking the money. We don't need any of that stuff. Bing, 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 bing. We have bloomed 21. This is what would happen if you did everything along the way. I mean, you can skip it, but you'll wind up having to do odd jobs to sometimes make it up to the level that you need for the class quest, the main story quest. Yeah, let's look at this level 15 here. We're just like gonna whoop it. Sorry, it's kind of nice to have some sound. Not having music from the game is really hard.
Never reminded, never taking whatever you told me. I know what I could be, making the most painful answers. Tell me, is this what you made me?
Damn, there's the first dungeon. At least over here. You get a different one if you were in one of the other two city-states. I believe you wind up getting the, I think two of them are level 15. This one for sure. I believe there's Natasha, and Copperbell. And we'll pick up another one that's in the Black Forest, as the whole area is called. It will be probably offshoot of Bent Branch. Ah. This unlocks the challenge log, so we'll probably want to get that out of the way. More so than, say, the gold saucer, which will take time. The lottery drawing happens every Saturday. Wow. Now we go over here. We should pick up the quest that will... Ah, that one. We'll pick it up. And we'll do these unlocks tomorrow. That we're gonna flip into our inn room, and then I'm going to do horrible things like put the lovely lady to bed. Kind of creepy to sleep with a gnome. And there we go. And we will see you next time. Alright, let's get this login out and Nanu. See you tomorrow. Thanks for visiting.